episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, all the likes, comments, feedback. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. How's everybody out there doing today? It's cold. Just wanted to do a little short live, man. For a short time, let me address something, man. On the last live I did, somebody dropped a comment and they stated, drop the lawsuit, get back to the program. Right? That's not going to happen, man. That's not going to happen, right? I'm not a degenerate, right? I'm seeing this through all the fucking way, right? I'm not going to stop, man. Right? As you can see, man, I suffer from mental health, right? Look at the thumbnail, right? I suffer from major depression with psychotic features, right? So all this has taken a toll on me mentally, physically, emotionally. That I could care less on what people want to label me as a snitch, rat. I don't care. Right. But these characters need to understand that once you say something hateful, that it's not forgiven and it's not forgotten. Right. God forgives, God forgets. We humans don't. All right. I'm a human. I'm not God or an angel to forgive and forget. I'm a human. All right. So I will never forget and forgive. All right. That'll me be becoming a fucking degenerate. All right. Lowering my standards and lowering my morals and what I believe in. They said the comment, drop the lawsuit, get back to the program. Well, you can get back to your program, right? Because I'm doing my own program, right? You can get back to doing your own program, right? If you think that I want to be sitting next to you at the dinner table, you must got life fucked up, right? What I do want to see you is across at the defendant, right? That's what I do want to see you at the table. Me as the plaintiff and you as the defendant. Right? That's the table that I do want to see you at. Right across from each other, side by side. So the lawsuit, when pigs start flying and hell freezes over, well then you can say the lawsuit will be dropped. Right? But till then, man, we're going to the motherfucking wheels fall off, man. All right. I'm not a degenerate, man. I don't succumb or lower my morals to be with the team. Right? I build my own team. Right? I don't need to be a part of somebody's team or program. I program by my fucking self, man. I eat by myself and I shit by myself. All right. I don't need people's validation. I don't need people's exceptions. But what I do need is for people to tell the truth about me. Right? That's what I do need. Right? Other than that, I could care less about your camaraderie, your friendship. What's going on, Dejas? How you doing, man? Good morning to you too as well, bro. Just touching up, man. You know, before this will probably be my life for a long time, man. For a while, maybe till next year. right? I'm gonna try to control myself and see this case out. Maybe next year, like I told Bobby, man, let me knock this out. Let me finish this year out, man, with all this negativity. Maybe next year we'll start out fresh, and we'll have a clean slate board, man, on to do what we plan to do. But right now, I don't. Like I said, man, I have tunnel vision. I don't have any kind of other motivation or instincts or wanting to do anything else other than to finish this race. I'm tired of talking about it, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of uh, dealing with my emotions on this, the anger, the sadness. I'm tired of it, man. Right? And as you can see from my thumbnail, man, right? That's from my medical chart, man. Right? You can see from my thumbnail, right? That's my medical chart, man. Right? That's I'm giving you some of my private information to see that, hey, I'm not just telling you that I suffer from mental health, man, right? I am not just telling you that I am disabled, right? I have documents, imaging, doctor's reports to back up all my claims, right? So when you make videos claiming, oh, you're disabled, mental patient, you're just like a plain out bully, man, right? I don't tell you to give me sympathy or empathy, right? I just do it because I let people know, hey, you might not get the reaction that you're expecting from me, right? I think totally different, and I might react totally different, right? So your response or my reaction might not be the one you're looking for, right? And it's not an excuse, right? It's just letting you know, hey, look, I suffer from some mental health, man. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to get it under control. I might say something, or I might take something wrong, right? And it's nobody's fault other than my health, right? I'm trying to control it, trying to you know not let mental health control me, but let me control mental health. And that's what I thought social media was helping me at one time, man. But then the doxing, the defamation of character, the cyberbullying, all this takes effect just like a in-person bully, right? If this was in person, man, it'd probably be somebody would have probably unalived themselves, man, right? Because it happens a lot. It happens a lot, man. Right? Even people being bullied on social media, man, unalive themselves. So for the people that are dropping it in the comments to drop the lawsuit and get back to the program, no, you get back to your program, right? Ain't nothing getting dropped, right? If I wanted to drop it, I don't want to be your friend, right? We're at war. We're enemies, right? We're enemies. We're at war, right? Me waving my white flag right now, right? Oh yeah, we're cool, man. Let's go make some content together, right? Oh man, it's cool, bro. Everything you said about me, man, it's water under the bridge, bro. It's cool, man. It's cool, right? Fuck no, man. I can't become a degenerate. You burn me once, that's it, man. I'm not gonna let you burn me twice. Ain't that saying? You get me once, get me twice, shame on me. So, uh, there goes your answer, man, for the lawsuit, right? For the people that are saying, drop the lawsuit, get back to the program, here goes your answer. Fuck you. Fuck your program. Sit your ass on the thumb and suck your thumb like baby Huey, right? And go sit your bitch ass in the corner, right? That's how I feel about negotiations or any kind of peace treaty at the moment. Right? When you ask for a peace treaty, you have to show good faith, right? Some type of good faith, right? All there has been has been attacks, 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 right? Isn't what they say that you get more bees with honey? You get more bees with honey. Isn't that the saying, man? That you get more bees with honey? And that's metaphorically saying the nicer you are, the more honey you can get, man. Right? But you think by being devious and doxing and defaming my character, that it was going to make me want to align myself to the victimizer, to the perpetrator? That's like Brad Lucas teaming up with Mark. Right? That's like the victim kicking in with the victimizer. That makes no sense. So, it's a little short live, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Y'all know y'all going to work. And this is just a quick little video, man. If y'all don't see me on live for a bit, don't think nothing. Don't think that I'm hiding or I'm running or no, man. Right? I just need to see this through, and once we see it through, I'll be back. I'll be back with the vengeance, right? With the vengeance, right? Cause there will be legal on my side, right? And just like how I asked them before, right? Before all this, before motions got placed, before complaints got filed, before people got served, assist and desist letter got, right? And what did he do? He decided to ignore it, make a mockery out of it. So this is where we're at, right? So it's not like I jumped the gun. I gave him every opportunity, man, right? Every opportunity to do what's right. But just like Charleston White said, man, you ain't never gonna get a black man to apologize to you until you mess with their money or you mess with their freedom, right? And I guess to say Mr. Charleston White is the honest truth, man, right? Because I gave him every opportunity, man, right? But he still felt that he had the upper hand, right? Like he was the king, that I know the truth of your life. I know who you are, right? Like, come on, bro. Right? That mentality and that thinking has gotten you this far, which is not too good for you, man. Right? Yes, the good books, the Quran, the Tahar, the Bible, they all speak about forgiveness. But you know what? I'm not a saint. I'm not an angel. I'm not a god. I'm not a king. I'm a human peasant. Right? And human peasants have the tendency to not forgive and not forget. Right? So maybe if I was a Christian, a Muslim, a Judaism, a Taoism, a Buddhist, maybe I'd be thinking about forgetting and forget. Right? But right now, I am a human peasant, right? Call me unholy, right? Because I am not right with God, right? I am not right with God, right? So when people tell me to forgive and forget, you got to ask them, where was that treatment for me, right? Where was that treatment? Right? Everybody says, who cares, right? Nobody cares about what they said about you, Noel, right? But apparently everybody cared that was holding panels after panels after panels, right? So now that everybody cares, we have to see what the legal system says. Do they care? Does the legal system care, right? Do they care? Do I have a right right? Is Sabrina gonna show up? Right? Sabrina. Don't forget Sabrina. Right? Don't forget Sabrina. Bring everybody that gave you all the misinformation. Hold on, man. I'm doing something real quick. You see, you can see from my thumbnail, man. All right. I do suffer from mental health. It's not just to gain people's sympathy or empathy, man. Right? I don't want people to be thinking me as a fucking madman, right? So I tell you, I give you a heads up, man. Hey, look, man. I'm not all there. All right. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it. It's just the hardcore fucking reality of the fucking shit, man. It's just the truth. Right? Why am I gonna lie about it and be like, oh, I'm being denied? I'm gonna be like, oh, no, I don't got mental problems. Right? That's like a fucking drug addict or a junkie not admitting to what he has. Right? Same shit. Right? Because we all fight demons. Right? The junkie fights the urge to get high. The alcoholic fights the urge to get drunk. The mental patient fights the urge to not be in depression, fights the urge not to be anxiety, fights the urge not to be anger for no reason, right? So you can see not only has my physical health, but my mental health has been taking a toll on all this cyberbullying, this defamation of character, the doxing. It has taken a serious toll, man. Right. What happens to people that are depressed, man? What's the number one reason people unalive themselves, man? Depression. Depressed. Right? Victim blaming themselves. Right? Like I said, man, I'm a survivor, man. All right. I've been a victim of cyberbullying, defamation of character, doxing, racism behavior at the hands of a giant content creator, right, with a huge, large following. With huge, large following that weaponized YouTube, right? Weaponized it. And the thing about this, man, that YouTube allows this type of dangerous behavior to go on. There's a lot of other platforms, man, that are doing the same thing, man. Cyberbullying, doxing, defaming people's character. It's all over the fucking social media YouTube platform, right? You can go on a live and then there's one people talking about another person's platform, right? It's everywhere on YouTube, right? Everywhere. All this dangerous behavior It's all across YouTube, all across different genres. It's not just the prison genre, man. It's not just the prison genre that people are being defamed, people are being doxxed, people are being cyberbullied. No, it's all across YouTube, man, on all the genres, right? And you're like, yeah, how can these people be so fucking hateful and like, you look at the lives. Some of these dudes have 2, 3, 4,000 people on their lives, man. And I'm like, fuck, YouTube's well aware of all this dangerous behavior, man. I'm like, damn, what are they gonna do when this guy unalives himself, man? When these people start unaliving themselves? Because eventually it's gonna happen, right? Eventually, man, a cup can only take so much fluid before it starts pouring over. There's going to be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. Eventually. But YouTube doesn't really care, man. Right? They expect you to hold the people on social media account. But it's hard, man. Right? For the average person to be able to track down every fucking troll, it's possible. But for somebody to track every fucking troll, get their identity, you would have to have a private investigator on payroll. Right? You would have to have a private investigator on payroll to find you every fucking troll. Because y'all can be found. It's just a matter of how bad do y'all need to be found? Right? But God bless me, man. God bless me. I told you from the beginning, God put this on my lap. And every time God feels I can't handle it, or the enemy's getting too close, he reveals stuff to me, man. And look where we're at, right? Look where we're at, right? Look where we're at, man. Right? Thinking that the laws weren't going to be applied to you. It's going to be, I was blessed to be able to find the puppet master, right? To be able to put a name and a face to the perpetrator, to the victimizer, right? Not so many people are privileged to be able to know who their main troll is, right? He's my main troll, right? He's the one that started it all, and he's the one that's going to face the consequences, right? God does things God has his ways of humbling us, man. Right? He has the way of humbling us. Right? When we boast and gloat to the world, oh man, God don't like that, man. God does not like for you to bloat and gloat on the next day. It's the part of the 10 Commandments, man. Don't covet what thy neighbor has. Right? Those simple 10 little rules, man. If you follow those 10 little rules, life will be easy. 10 little rules. That's it, man. Those 10 little rules apply to life. Right? If you can't apply those 10 little rules to your life, you're doomed. Because if you covet and you worry about the next man, you worried about what Joe Blow's doing, you're never going to worry about what you're doing. Right? And that's the truth. We all know that. Don't worry about what the next man's doing. Worry about what you're doing. Don't worry about what the next man's doing. But as you can see, man, cyberbullying, doxing, defaming one's character takes a toll on different ways on different people. Some people that are probably mentally stable, probably, hey, brush it off, man. But somebody that's unstable, man, it really puts him in the darker cloud. If they were already under a dark cloud, man, that dark cloud gets 10 times the size. So, for all the people that are dropping it in the comments, drop the lawsuit, get back to the program. We are back to the program, right? After this live, I will be taking a break. I need to concentrate on my civil case. I need to concentrate on my mental health. And I need to concentrate on my physical health, man. Right? Me coming on here sounding like a broken record over and over and over. To me, it's getting old, man. Right? But it's my only way of combating and going against the defamation of my character on social media. So if I sound like a madman being repetitive, like a broken disc, well, I apologize, man. Right? Maybe the new year will bring some more content, or I don't know, right? But right now, I have tunnel vision, and I need to see this through. Right? Once I see this through, then we can start rebuilding, right? Because at the end of every fucking war, the winner and loser have to rebuild, right? Perfect example. Look at the Gaza and the Israels. They go back and forth, right? They stop, they rebuild, and they go back and forth again, right? Both sides, regardless of the winner or loser, have to rebuild. So after this temporary war that I'm in, I will see and count my pieces and see what's left, right? And what's not. And we go from there. But I got a feeling, just like I'm on social media right now, there's gonna be someone on social media having to do a lot of explaining pretty soon. Pretty soon. All the explanation you wanted, you will have. You will have all the explanation you want. Right? You're going to be privileged to it. And like I said, 99.9% of the shit you said is liable. All right. You're going to have to explain yourself, right? And you can use my videos, right, my defensive videos to, maybe you can explain why I do those videos, right? And maybe you can tell her what your intentions were. That you were trying to be a good, concerned citizen, right? That you were going to war to promote a sexual deviant, right? And how can you, Mr. Martinez, how can you call Mark Moore a sexual deviant? Well, we got here Jonathan Schwartz. He's the director, producer of this so-called Turned Out documentary. And according to his words, Mark is a rapist, sodomist, pimp, extorter, groomer, lifetime health care to his victims. And as you can see To this day, Mr. Mark Moore has not decided to take any legal actions against Mr. Jonathan Schwartz. All right. No kind of legal actions. So you got to read that for what it is, right? Read that for what it is. You could, even if you wanted to play, like bamboozle people and go through the motions and be like, no, man, fuck that. I'm suing Jonathan, right? Even though we both know you couldn't do it, right? Even throw up a fight, right? Just like I am, right? I didn't like somebody going on social media and calling me all these names, defaming my character. So as a public or a private citizen, we have laws to protect us from that and to prevent harm. Right? So I'm taking the proper legal steps to clear my name, right? But Mark Moore has not taken any kind of legal actions against anybody, right? And if he does, he has to start with Jonathan Schwartz, right? Because everybody is feeding off of what Jonathan Schwartz produced, right? And just like everybody's feeding off of what Dante Lamar Bell brought to the masses. But the difference here is I'm taking his ass to court. Right? That's the difference, right? The similarities of what Jonathan Schwartz called Mark Moore, the similarities of what Dante Lamar Bell called me are almost identical, right? And how do you say it doesn't matter, right? The severity of defamation of character is sexual misconduct, right? That's what the similarities are, right? That's the similarities, right? That I've been defamed of my character, right? And I'm taking legal actions, legal steps, right? To get justice, right? It doesn't cost too much money, man. Right? It's a simple, here in Texas, they give you a booklet, man. They give you a booklet in civil case, right? So you don't have to do it with an attorney, right? You could choose to have an attorney, but civil case is for the people. Here in Texas, they give you a booklet, man, right? And it tells you a process of what you got to do to get in court, right? And do what's the process of the pre-trial? What happens if you win or you lose? It gives you a fucking report on what you need to do, man, right? It's documents, right? And this is granted by the state of Texas for the citizens, right? So if you have a problem with the citizen, the information is provided just to you as it is provided to the plaintiff or the defendant, right? It's the same information. Nobody's getting no secret inside tips. No, it's just, right? So the pre-trial, according to this document, is we're going to present our facts. What do we want? Jury trial or trial by judge? I want trial by judge, right? I want somebody to trial the case that is aware of the law, not feelings, right? When you do trial by jury, you go off based off people's feelings, right? I don't want to be based off people's feelings. I want facts, right? Facts, right? I don't want to be playing off the emotions of the jury trial, right? To leave the possibilities of anything. No, right? I want somebody that can oversee the case, that is knowledgeable of the laws, and that is no other than a judge, right? If I was guilty or criminal, I would probably choose for a trial by jury, right? Try to feed off the feelings of the jury, right? All it takes is one, right? But when you know you're innocent, the best Trial is a trial by judge. They know the law more than the jury. Right? And as long as you can prove the malice and the intent, the judge knows the laws. Right? She knows what you did. She knows what laws have been broken or not. I just have to prove it. Right? She knows already. She's the fucking law. She's a judge. So by the time I present my facts, she's our the honorable should they know what laws have been broken and what laws have not. It all comes down to the presentation, and we all know defamation cases tend to be majority of a he said she said. Oh, he said this about me. She said this about me, and it comes back and forth, right? Well, you got to bring in it. Well, yes, I heard him say this, right? But it's nothing like audio and video, right? That paints a bigger picture, clearer picture, man, of what really occurred or happened, right? You can actually get a gist of the malice, of the libel, right? Of the dangerous behavior. So after today, I'll how can I say, man? I'll try periodically, man. It just depends on how I feel. I might periodically come on and do a live or a short. Or I don't know, man. Right? But the way I'm feeling right now, I can't wait. My anxiety is getting to me. The closer you get to that date, it's almost feeling like, I guess, like when you go to court, man. You get those butterflies in your stomach. You know what I mean? It's almost like going back to the first day of school. You feel jittery. You know what I mean? But when you speak the truth and you have facts, you shouldn't fear the courts. You should welcome and embrace the courts, man. Just like when I embraced the courts when I got custody of my kids, man. That was that's my first success uh, of seeing that the courts can really be for you, man. They're not just always against you, right? And then having defamed my own character as a teenager, right? The court still granted me full custody of my daughter and son, right? So man, it felt good. So it made me understand that fuck, the legal system ain't all that bad, right? It can help you, right? Just like the legal system can hurt you by incarcerating you, the legal system can also vindicate you, right? So when I got custody of my kids, man, that was the first time that I experienced it, man. That justice, justice is for everybody, man, right? Not just because of your past, you're not able to be a father, right? The court seen past my criminal record and said, "Oh man, where you're at in life right now, you're a fit father. Yeah, you got your past, you got your criminal record, but now in life, as we see you, you're fit. Congratulations, Mr. Martinez." Man, that was one of the best feelings of my life, man, right? Because the negativity, right? Oh man, you got a criminal background, man. You're a dad, right? They don't let the kids go with the dad. Man, nah, that's hard. That's hard, right? Attorneys wanting 10,000. Oh man, it's gonna be a hard case, man. It's gonna be a hard case to get full custody. You got a criminal record. You're a male. Woo woo woo. But I did it myself, man. Right? I filed the motions. And I was granted. All right. So I was granted. So I've seen both sides of the legal system, man. All right. The legal system works both ways, man. If you're guilty, you're guilty. If you're innocent, you're innocent, man. It's just that simple. Right? And that's why we live in this beautiful country, man, where you get due process. Right? Only if you're an American citizen, you will get due process. Right? That's why you have to love it, man. Beautiful country we live in, man. Just imagine if we lived in a third world country without these rights, the slander, libel, defamation. People just be talking about you up their ass, man. Right? But thank God we live in this beautiful country, man, called America. The great US of A. The great US of A. Beautiful country, man. Lived here all my life. Right? Beautiful, man. So, once again, I end this life to everybody that was saying, drop the lawsuit and get back to the program. I've been programming all along, baby. I've been programming all along by myself. Right? You've been programming with uh, the whole yard, and I've been programming in my own dog cage by myself, right? With my own thoughts. Right? Y'all have a good one, man. May the best man win. Uh, may may the win God may the man that God favors win. Right? Because if you feel you're doing what you did for the good, well then I feel God will favor you, my brother. But I know that what I did, sacrifice uh, myself on social media for the better of mankind or the better of anybody, man, regardless being in race, black, Mexican, purple, pink, uh, I'll eat that, man. Right? I'll eat it. Everything that I've gone through, I'll eat it. Right? Because like what they say, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. All right. So maybe I needed this, man. All right. Maybe I needed to release all this emotion that I've had bottled up for the last 40 something years, right? Uh, Maybe it was God's way of testing me, man. Right? What I've done two things. What I crashed out or what I've unalived myself, right? Uh, Two things, right? So I see it as good, man, right? So that's why I tell you, man, may the best man win that God favors. Right? If I was doing all the bad shit that you said I was doing, well then I'm gonna need more than God's favor. I'm gonna need luck. Right? But we both know what we've done. Right? We both know. Right? And I know my conscience is good. Right? So may the best man win. Y'all have a good one.